Welcome to Talk Soup, the show that played a heck of a lot better in the preseason. We were 4-0 in the preseason. Anyway, you know. 0-3 cents. Well, yesterday, I'll go down to my desk. Well, let's be honest, my cubicle. And there's a little note in my chair. Mike Berger was in the building yesterday. Mike Berger, of course, from the Home and Family Show, left a little note on my chair. Take a look at this snide little message that he writes. Dear John, sorry to hear about your job. FYI, I turned it down. XO Michael Berger. Well, is that what we've come to, Michael? Leaving snide little missives in each other's seat after I promote your show every day? Is that how it's going to be? Huh? Okay. Duly noted. Today is also the birthday of Groucho Marx, Bud Abbott, and Sting. Whoa. Which I think was the original lineup of the Police. They rocked, man. Bet Berger's not leaving snotty notes in their chairs. Coming up, a Melrose Place hunk gets slapped silly. A really gnarly catfight. Fun with cows, plus a former Talk Soup host makes the police blotter.
There's a scene where we robbed Greg Kinnear's apartment and beat him up.
Wow. For more details, watch the E! True Hollywood story, Kinnear's Curse. First up, brace yourselves, America. You're about to see a revolutionary gadget that defies gravity. It's called the Levitron, and it literally floats on air. The gadget, created by inventor Bill Hones, is capable of a feat that had only been accomplished by genies flying magic carpets. In this home team highlight, Hones demonstrates the device while correspondent Eric Tunney and Terry Bradshaw gape in wonder.
So all we do is we put the top magnet above the base. This is called a lifter plate. And this is the way to spin the top.
You had a thing.
Well, that does make it a lot easier.
Isn't that a lot like the nose trimmer, Bill?
Yeah, now don't get that nose trimmer too close here. We may have a problem. But then I lift up.
Look.
There it is.
Oh!
Hey! Not touching anything.
Look at that!
That's right. Terry's performing magic.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
Now, that's fantastic. What's the purpose? What is our purpose? Just something to watch float?
Well, we call this a challenge to master, a miracle to behold. So first of all, it's a challenge of solving the puzzle because you have to have the correct weight, you have to have the correct balance. And then once you're able to find that correct weight and balance, you'll have levitation, and that itself is a miraculous conclusion.
Yeah, sure, that Levitron thing is cool, but did you notice that little graphic with the little cartoon character guy pushing on this? Is this Terry Bradshaw right here in cartoon form? What kind of body language is that? It's like he's getting sacked. It's Terry Bradshaw. You're Terry Bradshaw. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Ya bobo, ya bobo. Monday on the home team, Terry Bradshaw whiles away the hour with Cheryl Lee Rao. The actress and singer currently plays Brandy's stepmom on the UPN sitcom Moesha. Tom and Linda were happily married for 27 years. Little did Linda know that Tom was leading a double life with a mistress. In fact, Tom mysteriously left Linda to live with the other woman for 4 years. Linda didn't know what happened to her husband, but as it turns out, his leaving her was all part of a plan. During their 27th wedding anniversary trip to Atlantic City, he slipped away while she was playing the slots. In this highlight from the Sally Jesse Raphael show, we find out more about Tom's escape plan.
Your plan was to say you're going to the men's room.
Oh, my plan was to disappear.
Walk out of that casino and keep going.
That's correct.
Now, you're about to walk out of the casino when you look up and there are security cameras. You hadn't counted on the security
That's
cameras.
correct. No matter how well you plan something and no matter how careful you are, there's always something that can go wrong. And when I saw the security cameras in the lobby, I felt that they're going to see me go out, and now my plan is ruined.
So what'd you do?
So I nearly aborted the plan, however, but I still was going to go with this gal, so I decided I'm going to go through it. And I left the lobby to go into the restaurant adjacent to the lobby, and I noticed that in there was no security cameras in the ceiling. So I went out the door onto the boardwalk in Atlantic City without being detected.
You walked 2 miles to a train station.
That's correct.
You shaved your mustache. You put an earring in your ear. You put on a different shirt. And you didn't want to take a cab because you'd be recognized. You got on a train, and you started a double life.
Tom then became a fugitive and went in search of the one-armed man who could clear his name. He was relentlessly pursued by Lieutenant Gerard and traveled from town to town disguised as David Jansen. Huh. Didn't realize Sally was a Quinn Martin production. Monday on Sally, meet people who turned in a loved one to the cops. Guests include a woman who trapped her stepfather and mother into admitting they killed her sister. Filming candy bar commercials is a lot tougher than it looks. The chocolate has to look appropriately creamy, the caramel has to curl just so, and the nougat must be fluffed to create the illusion of, well, fluffiness, yeah. Fran Drescher understands. TV's Nanny recently appeared in a Three Musketeers commercial. Here she is telling Conan all about it.
You know, I did a Three Musketeers commercial.
I heard about this, a Three Musketeers commercial,
And
yeah.
my parents went to the shoot with me. And there was a woman there that was cutting the Three Musketeers bars with like a scalpel very slowly, very precisely, and fluffing the nougat in the middle.
Her job was to fluff the
And
nougat.
her specialty is chocolates and caramels. And my mother was like drooling. She's thinking, what a business to be in. This is unbelievable. And she's watching us so intently, and then she says, you know, you could have been a moil. That's someone that does circumcision.
That's a person who does, yeah, circumcisions, yeah. I would know. No.
Ew.
No. Try to throw that in there, the Irish Catholic thing.
CBS is currently planning a series to follow the nanny called Murray the Moil. It's all about a wisecracking rabbi who performs circumcision in the Catskills. Monday on Late Night, Conan engages in witty repartee with Scott Thompson. The former Kid in the Hall can now be seen on HBO's The Larry Sanders Show. Keep your shirt on. We got the dancing girls waiting backstage. Coming up, a bitter ex gets in a slap fight with her boyfriend and his new girlfriend. Plus, a young actor shoots a movie with Greg Kinnear. But first, Crook and Chase enjoy a generous portion of humble pie.
And I have no idea what I'm saying after this.
Well, you know, I think that Ronnie really has learned, you know, like, to move.
From the network that covers entertainment 24 hours a day comes a one-hour news show bringing you the most comprehensive entertainment news every day. It's the entertainment news you want to watch when you can watch it. Every weeknight live at 6. Get the latest breaking stories from Hollywood and around the world, plus exclusive interviews with your favorite stars. E! delivers 1 hour of the best entertainment news on television. It's all the coverage you want, and now it's on when you can watch it. E! News Daily, every weeknight at 6 Eastern and Pacific, only on E!
Now at Sears Portrait Studio, save over 50%. Get all these portraits for our new low price of only $7.95. Only $7.95. Save over 50%. Now at Sears. Hurry in.
Something big has happened. Introducing 10 cents a minute collect calling from 1-800-COLLECT. 10 cents a minute for collect calls every evening and all weekend long. From 1-800-COLLECT. Who else?
Mandalay Entertainment presents Brad Pitt in the story of a man who pushed himself beyond all borders.
Get down!
Tested himself beyond all limits and found himself at the top of the world. 7 years in Tibet. Rated PG-13. Opens Wednesday in select cities, October 10th everywhere.
My idea? Idea Box is a concert.
Give me to the stage! I'm the Best Buy Idea Box. You got any ideas for me?
Best Buy Idea Box. We've been following him for years.
So you come here often? Are you married? All right, let's show him how to do it. I feel groovy, man. Thank you very much. Give me some sugar, baby. Like this? I'm huge.
Best Buy. Now that's a great idea.
Hey, who's up next, do you know?
Another Nokia discovery. Small words are hard to read, which is why at Nokia we make our screens big, so they're easier to read. Inspired technology with a human touch. Nokia, connecting people.
This is Talk Soup, the show that not only feels your pain, but inflicts it. Crook and Chase make it look so easy. Week after week, year after year, they put on a well-oiled talk show. And during their spare time, they host pre-award shows for the Nashville Network. But apparently, Charlie and Lorianne are mortal after all. In this highlight, they'll reveal some of their most classic flubs. Ed McMahon and Dick Clark would love to get their greedy little meat hooks on this footage.
And it's right here where today's country music gets started.
Man, we think you'll applaud, too, when you see what's coming up next on
I was looking at the wrong one.
Could you hold it down?
Well, damn Harleys. During his 15-year career, he has held every chart position. And that's a good country song. And I have no idea what I'm saying after this.
Well, you know, I think that Ronnie really has learned, you know, like, to move. Now, Vince Gill, besides being the person who is
Oh, there you have it, folks, the CNC Blooper Factory. Hey, did you hear Charlie say the word damn? My word, that boy needs a session behind the woodshed. I'm just the guy to do it. One day, Crook and Chase are amazed by the clever Cleaver brothers. These culinary cut-ups will demonstrate their patented expertise at comedy and cooking tortellini. Sorry, I felt the need to practice Tai Chi for a moment. Could you see my aura? To hear Tom and Kimberly tell it, their near-death experience was a laugh riot. It all started when their young son ran into the house telling them about a helicopter flying overhead. Little scamp. Mom and Dad went out to look at the pretty copter, not realizing that it was being piloted by the police looking to capture two fugitives. When Mom went back in the house, she got quite a scare. With more on the story, here's Kim and Tom on the Montel Show.
I didn't think there was anything in there, but so I'm just kind of standing out on the deck, and I still had a hold of the video camera, just kind of waiting for her to come in. And then the next thing I heard was, and I teased her, it wasn't even like a human sound. It was just this roar, like, ah, coming out of the building, you know.
Had you ever heard that from her before?
Never. From anybody.
Well, could you? No, never mind. I want to ask you to do it. You know what I mean?
I don't.
But I won't.
So it really freaked me out because it's like all this information came through that screen. I just knew something was really bad, and so I set down the video camera and I started to run towards the door, and I got my gun out. Okay, and as I ran towards the door just flew open, and she ran into me and almost knocked me down, and she fell down, and then I just kind of heard off, going off into this, because it's a big piece of property, and there's like 5 acres there, so I could just hear her screaming, and so, but...
No, I'm not laughing at you, Kimberly, but I can just see you running that street going, you picked it!
Despite all the frivolity, the story has a compelling end. Tom held the fugitives at gunpoint until the police arrived. It's not as funny as the running around screaming part, but it's brush with death, man. What do you want? Monday on Montel, a show devoted to teenagers and birth control. Guests will discuss the new parent notification law for kids who visit government-funded birth control clinics. Andy Kindler is the host of the Animal Planet's new show, The Pet Shop. To promote the show, he's making the rounds on the talk shows, bringing all kinds of animals with him. How's this for wacky? He showed up in the dressing room of the Arthel and Fred show with a cow. Fun, right? Well, fix your oculars on the tube, kids. Andy's about to milk this moment for all it's worth.
Yes, Andy, you know, how do you like your new dressing room? You know, is it better than the first one, you think?
It's certainly better, but there's no deli tray. I see no hot towels, no bottled water. I mean, I don't think the cow's that happy about it.
Hey, Andy, I give you a bucket if you make that cow moo again right now.
Cue the cow.
Hey, guess what this is right here?
What?
The cowlick. Come on, people.
Okay.
All right, Andy.
Later, Andy Kindler stepped into a big pile of you-know-what. Oh, yes, indeedy. Funny stuff. Monday, Arthel and Fred welcome Kim Coles. The former and living color star now appears on the sitcom Living Single. Well, as long as she's living. Still to come on this high-octane edition of The Soup, vengeance is mine, saith the hoochie. A woman gets back at her two-timing ex. And straight ahead, fans confuse actor Jack Wagner with the character he plays on Melrose Place. And all heck breaks loose.
Tonight on the E! Nightly Special, get ready for the best hour of entertainment on television. Take a spin, throw the dice. It's the chance of a lifetime. We're traveling the world over, checking out every casino on the planet. From Monaco to New York, New York, in the sky and on the water. You'll hit the jackpot when E! takes you inside the world's best casinos. So give us an hour, and we'll give you much more than entertainment. E!'s Nightly Special tonight at 8 Eastern and Pacific, only on E!
With its all-natural botanicals, organic herbs, and intoxicating scent, Claro Herbal Essences shampoo will make your hair so beautiful, it will be in a class by itself.
Shame on you.
Herbal Essences,
Stealing my shampoo.
a totally organic experience.
Hello?
Morning, Daddy.
Hi, honey.
Ready for your presentation?
Actually, Daddy's a little nervous.
We know just what you need.
Room service? You ordered me room service?
2 scoops ahead. You're gonna be 2 scoops ahead.
Nothing prepares you for a big day like the hearty goodness of 2 scoops, only from Kellogg's Raisin Bran.
Ready now, Daddy?
I'll give you 2 guesses.
Kellogg's Raisin Bran will start you 2 scoops ahead.
One star lost a family. One family lost a star. It's back-to-back E! True Hollywood Stories this Sunday, beginning at 6 Eastern and Pacific, only on E!
Introducing the Instant Body.
We advertise on the networks that we do because it hits our target audience. We measured our increase in business by the daily business boost and the new customers we see every day. Comcast has a very low cost and it's very cost effective. We have a good targeted audience through all the channels that it's exposed on. The results of our cable advertising were excellent. New customers, new faces, and a really big boost in business.
You're on the TBS NASCAR circuit.
Next stop, the Charlotte Motor Speedway.
That's a good track for us. I like Charlotte.
It's banked real good. You can run side by side. If you go to Charlotte, your car's got to handle perfect.
It's one of the most exciting tracks we go to.
The All-Pro Bumper-to-Bumper 300 and the UAW GM Quality 500. Live October 4th and 5th, only on the Superstation.
Hey, say what you will about Talk Soup, but we're consistent in our mediocrity. For actor Jack Wagner, playing Dr. Peter Burns on Melrose Place has its advantages and disadvantages. On the plus side, he gets to frolic around with babes like Heather Locklear. On the minus side, people tend to confuse him with the evil character he plays on the nighttime soap. As this Keenan highlight shows, Melrose fans are often borderline types who act out on their aggressions.
They think they get to know the characters, and they feel as though they know you so well that they're part of the storyline. I'm telling you, it's real. I mean, I'm out on the street sometimes, and I put together my own tape. I hope you don't mind, because I just wanted you to get an idea of what it's like, people who actually see these episodes and these things that happen, how real it is to them. Can we run that, please?
Hey, aren't you Jack Wagner from Melrose Place?
Yeah, I am.
Can I have an autograph?
Well, I'm in a bit of a hurry, but...
They need you in makeup.
Hey, Jack! Hey. Welcome to the show.
Oh my gosh, hi. You're
wanted to let you know that I love your work.
Is that all?
Yeah, this is my little doggy.
Oh, what a cute little dog.
You know, that's tough. Jack also gets hit by people who remember his old love song, All I Need. Monday, Keenan gabs it up with nasally actress Fran Drescher. She'll talk about starring in The Nanny and that Three Musketeers commercial with the fluffy nougat. Enough with you and the nougat. You've had too much. If you've seen the movie Scream, then you'll recognize Loveline guest Jamie Kennedy. The actor played the goofy teenager with the extensive knowledge of horror film cliches. His next film is called Old Friends and has him playing a male prostitute. In one of the more graphic scenes, Jamie has an altercation with a former Talk Soup host who shall go nameless.
And then there's Old Friends.
Old Friends, we're still shooting that. That won't be a while.
But who are you filming that with? Who is in that?
Jack Nicholson is in it. Greg Kinnear, Helen Hunt, and Skeet Ulrich.
Are you doing any scenes with Jack?
Me, Skeet, and Justin, we all play hookers. And there's a scene where we rob Greg Kinnear's apartment and beat him up, and Jack chases down the street. He's like, get out of here. You know?
That was oddly soothing. Could we re-rack that last part again, please?
There's a scene where we rob Greg Kinnear's apartment and beat him up.
Again, please?
There's a scene where we rob Greg Kinnear's apartment and beat him up.
Thank you. I'll get a dub of that for later. Monday on Loveline, not a darn thing but sex. That's right, kids. Adam and Dr. Drew will continue to probe the fascinating and sometimes titillating world of human sexuality. Is that you? Luther Vandross is one of the most romantic singers to ever hit the airwaves. So if you can do a good impression of the vocalist, you're in like Flynn with the ladies. I guess that's why Cedric the Entertainer has such a busy social life. Up next, he performs his patented Vandross impression with later fill-in host D.L. Hewley. Apparently, D.L. stands for Designated Later Host.
That Luther Vandross thing, you do a lot of imitations. You do a lot of stuff. You do
I do, you see, that would be one of those things, like Luther, I would talk about, I used to sing a lot. That's how the entertainer thing came about, and I would sing in different groups, and this would be my brand of comedy, like at rehearsal, playing around. Right. So I would talk about how Luther really got his weight problem, was that the fact that he could sing even when he was a little kid in the 4th grade, you know, and the teacher would ask Luther to do his alphabet, and he'd stand up in front of the class, and he'd go, A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
Wow, that's amazing. Cedric the Entertainer, folks. He also does an incredible impression of Johnny Mathis reciting the Fun with Phonics course, and it's got to be seen to be believed. Better than nougat. Coming up after the break, a soft anger turneth away wrath, but not on the Jerry Springer Show.
Mia Farrow's real life was more dramatic than any movie. She had a brilliant career.
You couldn't get any bigger as your first big film.
Intriguing romances.
She was crazy about it. Well, he was Frank Sinatra.
And a lover who had an affair with her daughter.
The one thing I have been guilty of is falling in love with Mrs. Farrow's adult daughter.
How did one man's love lead to a mother's betrayal?
I was completely traumatized.
Mia Farrow, this Sunday at 8 Eastern and Pacific, only on the E! True Hollywood Story.
You're the worst kidnapper I've ever met.
Well, I'm trying to do my best here under really difficult circumstances. Drive! Come on! Just for a minute there, I thought we were in trouble.
A Life Less Ordinary. Rated R. October 24th, only in theaters.
another Nokia discovery. Small words are hard to read, which is why at Nokia we make our screens big, so they're easier to read. Inspired technology with a human touch. Nokia, connecting people.
The co-op of growers who make Florida's natural premium juice are like a family, with a long lineage and an extensive family tree. As you can see, their nursery's always full, but then they do have the best daycare around. Sure, the folks who make Florida's natural see things a little differently. After all, they own the land, they own the trees, they own the company. Taste the difference it makes. Florida's natural, not from concentrate, premium juice.
This is where we talk, girl talk.
This is where I let my hair down.
This is where we put our feet up.
This is where we like to shop.
This is where I go to think.
This is where we like to relax.
This is where I get my best ideas.
And this is the place to find it all.
Pier 1.
Pier 1.
Pier 1.
Pier 1. We've got the look that's right for you. Find it now at Pier 1 Imports.
It's your home.
Make it great.
So magical. So charming.
So fabulous.
So cool. So feminine.
So modern.
So playful. So unexpected.
So sexy.
So incredible. So spirited.
So daring.
So extraordinary. So De La Renta, the new fragrance from Oscar De La Renta, available at fine stores.
One of my favorite channels, E. You know what? Matter of fact, one of my favorite letters in the alphabet. Fifth letter of vowel. I love E. Keep watching.
We've got about a minute left in regulation play. This Jerry clip features Steve and Sonia, his girlfriend of 7 months. Steve is about to share a revelation about his ex-girlfriend Ashley that's bound to produce some crowd-pleasing mayhem. Well, what are we waiting for? Roll it.
I still love Ashley and everything, and I guess that's who I want to, you know, we just been getting along and everything lately, and I've been talking to her still, too.
And you've been sleeping in my bed?
Wow, things got even dicier when they brought out Steve's ex-girlfriend Ashley.
Relax.
Don't call me no stupid bitch. You're the one who's staying with him, not me. Hey, I'm not the one who's stripping for a living. You need to keep the clothes Well, on. you need to tell him to take care of your kids. If he wasn't so damn sorry, you would have them. You're the one who's stupid to be with them. You're the one who is stupid to went with him in the first place. Do you think he's not going to cheat again? You're the one who's Do you think he's not going to cheat again? He was with me Friday night. He proposed to me. Do you think he's going to stop with the ring, bitch? Did you just get it? Did you just get it? Did you just get it? When did you get that ring? Honey, I got this ring Christmas. Yeah, I'm sure you did. When did you give me this ring?
Christmas.
My girlfriend